Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. I want to show you guys how I generate over $400 a day on average with Adsense across all my different blogs. And I want to be clear that this is my Adsense account without any YouTube videos. This is literally just my blog posts. And I've said this before, but Adsense is the lowest form of income generating machine that you can create for your blogs. I know I don't upload too much on this channel. I'm going to try as best as I can to upload more. I've been making the commitment to do more work for you guys and show you guys more things. And I'm committing this channel when it comes down to blogging around how to actually monetize with blogging. A lot of people know how to create a blog. A lot of people know how to create traffic. Not a lot of people know how to make money. Period. And I think that's what makes me superiorly different to most people when it comes to blogging, is that, number one, I understand that quantity means income, meaning I have over 42 blog sites that produce an income for me, and we're talking about different sites. We're not talking about different blog posts. We're talking about different websites, and I've been at this game for a very, very long time. So I'm going to drop some knowledge, drop some game here, and share with you how I do this. First thing, obviously, I have all my websites all in one Adsense account, okay? The next thing that I like to do is, and by the way, if you didn't see my last video, okay, there's a lot of YouTube videos here on Adsense. What you want to do is you want to go to my channel, okay? I'm just going to go show you here, view my channel. I'm going to show you the channel. You go to videos. This is my last video. I uploaded it 10 days ago. The best Adsense niche for a blog. You have to click on that video. You have to watch that video. I'll leave that video link in the description box down below so you can watch it. And I'm talking about what Adsense niches are the most profitable. If you're focusing on creating an Adsense content site that generates income for you, first thing you want to understand is you're using the bottom of the barrel income method. It's the lowest form of income. Okay? It's not bad. It's just the lowest form. There's nothing wrong with it. It's the lowest form. So you want to pick the best niches. I've spoken about how to do that in my last video. Okay? But once you do all that, you want to start implementing your ad code in your blog selectively. Google has this like labs program where effectively you just turn on a switch and it will experimentally put ads in certain places. But at the end of the day, it's still a machine. And you can fit more ads. The more ads you fit on your site, the more money you'll make. But you have to be intelligent as to how you do it. You don't want it to be too overwhelming to where readers cannot actually read the content, because that's going to hurt your SEO long term. But also, you want to make sure you can still capitalize. One of my favorite sources to create ads are in-feed ad creatives. Right? So what I like to do here, and by the way, if you're seeing how I'm building this site, this is a site that I've built already, generates income for me on a daily basis, and I actually created it live in front of you guys. Gets about 6,000 to 8,000 hits a month. Sometimes it's lower, sometimes it's like 4,000 hits a month, but hey, who's counting? It doesn't really matter. But the way I like to do this is I'm using, of course, Rocket Web Builder. So all of my websites are built through Rocket Web Builder, much, much easier to use. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my blog post page, right? So I can pick any blog post. Let's just use here the world of ectosteroids, right? So I'm talking about ectosteroids. And I picked this article specifically because this article is just plain. It's just full of text, right? What I could do is between text, I can add an empty block here. And what I do is I just add in-feed video code, code, right? Not video code, ad code. And I'll paste my ad code here, right? Once I paste my ad code, this is custom code that is now forcefully being shown on the blog. So most of the time with blogs, what happens is people just write their blog and let Google handle it, okay? You don't want that to happen. You don't want to do that because Google, yes, will add a lot of ads, but they're not adding it always in the right places. Google is not a perfect machine, right? So when I view my website, what happens is in between, I'll just kind of show you here, in between this section, right, and this section, there's going to be an ad. Now, once again, I've spoken to you guys about this before, but Ads are the lowest form of income. So you see this right here. This is now an ad. Okay, the lowest form of income. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make money because, like I said, with over 40 blogs, I think I have like 40 in terms of profitability. Some are newer, so hey, but at least 42 that are producing me an income on a daily basis. You have over 16K made this month. Last month, 15K, almost 16K. But hey, once again, who's counting? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't make a difference at the end of the day. But what happens is, and I think I don't know what the math is at, but what is that, like $300 a site a month, $500 a site, something like that. What you have to realize is these are just simple foundational sources of income. They're not they are guarantees. The next thing you want to do is you want to do this within all of your sites, within all of your ads, within all of your articles, right? And you don't want to overwhelm it because you do have to learn how to manage, because then you can add blocks in with your own ads. So your ads for affiliate marketing, your ads for certain products you're selling. You need to create your own ads as well. Now, I personally like these in-feed edit ads because, and I specifically select the picture and the text because I habituate my readers to that kind of behavior. So my readers, they don't just read once and they leave my website. Why? Because I have newsletter collectors. And once again, this is why I tell you guys, use Rocket Web Builder. Everything is built inside of it. I could hit this emails button. I just don't want to show you my automation phase. But if you go to Rocket Web Builder, you try this yourself. You could go to Rocket Web Builder, go over here to templates, right? Pick a template and get started with that template. It could be the certified bloggers for super cheap plans. You go to the cheapest one, $13 a month. You can learn, without even paying, how to set up the email marketing system. And what you do is you're constantly bringing people back in who once read the articles, left the site. You want to understand that readers equal money in all circumstances. All circumstances. So what you want to do is you need to have organic integration. So basically, to make it sound very simple, or layman's terms, you just need to organically integrate sources that bring in readers. So that's newsletters, Google SEO. If you happen to use Pinterest, use it. It's more money for you. It doesn't matter. Some people don't like it. I don't necessarily prioritize it. I have many blogs. I can't prioritize it. Even if I hired virtual assistants to do my Pinterest, I don't think the payoff would be worth the effort. Because the amount of training that I'll have to do for them, unless I put out some sort of course and something like that, we can go in that route. But once again, the topics that I'm picking as well are not for the common Pinterest reader. So here I'm talking about ecdysteroids. How many people do you think come across something like that on Pinterest? Maybe 2 people a month, 3 people a month. It's not enough for me to actually make money off of, because if those 2-3 people, let's just say I get 100% of the market come to my site, what am I making? 10 cents off of a reader per month? It's not enough money, right? You get what I'm trying to say? So the payoff is really not worth the time. So you have to figure out what it is for you. And once again, it has to align with the video that I made yesterday. Once again, I will leave the link, not yesterday, 10 days ago. I will leave the link in the description box to this video. I promise you guys are going to love it, and it's going to open your eyes as to how you can maximize your dollar cost averaging. And what I mean dollar cost averaging is the cost that advertisers are going to pay to be seen on your site has an average number. That is referred to as an RPM. When you have it's a CPM. When you get your money from it, that is the RPM, so the revenue after the cost is divided. And you want to maximize that number as much as possible, okay? So one of the things you could do is after you have this block, right, you want to save it. So you go over here, right, and you're going to copy it, right? You're going to hit this copy widget. And now once that it's copied, you go to the most latest one and you call it, you hit save in your account and you type in a feed ad, right? So a feed ad, you can call it a blog ad, feed ad, you can give it whatever name, okay? This is for you to understand. So you hit submit. Then when you go to your saved stuff, you have all the saved contents here already, right? So you have feed ad. You guys who watch this channel pretty consistently and been seeing this for a while, you know what this is. I have different things that I have saved here, almost like in a playlist format, so I could just copy and paste something. So, for example, I have an affiliate block template. If I'm going to make a product or an affiliate deal, I'm going to put it inside of the article. I just go over here, find a place. Let's just say I want it here, and I just drag it and paste it, just like this, right? And then this is a clickable link that will take people to a product that I'm an affiliate for or that I own. Does that make sense? So I don't really use this one specifically for this site anymore because I own the supplements now. I sell the actual supplements. So I don't need to do this. And we've been generating supplements from the third month that we've been selling supplements from the third month that I even created or generated this entire blog site. And that just shows how powerful SEO can be. For beginners, I would say wait at least 6 months to get some traffic. Because, like I said, it's your first time. You're not really consistent. You don't really know what you're doing. It's the first time, It's completely understandable. But as soon as you create that first site and it's getting traffic, it's probably a good time to create a second blog, a second site, a third site. And the cool thing about that is that by the time the first one is growing and consistently catching up, right, you can slowly start decreasing the amount of content you're adding and then focus on the second one. And then when that's working, guess what? Now you have 2 sites that are producing you income and are growing at the same time. I wish I would have went a little faster when I started 8 years ago on these blogs to create more, and I would have had them for longer. Obviously, every single day that you decide not to post, that you decide not to create, that you decide not to work on your business, it's a day that you're losing money. I want you to look at it that way. You're losing money doing this, not doing this. So that's another thing, but it's super easy now. It's not even excusable. Look at this. Within Rocket Web Builder, right, I can use AI to create for me a paragraph, right, or a chunk of text. In fact, this whole entire article was written through AI, and I can ask it to specifically segment it through SEO. Now, you guys can do that who are not using Rocket Web Builder with GPT, but that's not a smart idea, just because it takes longer. I have that already built in. So I can go over here, add an empty block, and I could do something like a section here in my article where I compare ecdysteroids versus supplements. So I can go over here, copy the word ecdysteroids because I don't know how to spell it, and I'm going to type in here versus supplements, right? Just like this. And I can type in here, I'm not even going to type in, I'm just going to click on this, I'm going to hit the AI button, I'm going to hit generate text, and I'm going to tell it, write me a paragraph. Sorry, guys, I have my mic in front of me, so I can't really see what I'm typing. Write me a paragraph about ecdysteroids versus supplements, specifically for, for blood sugar control. Okay, let's just say that. And then we'll hit submit. And then guess what? After I write that content, or the AI writes it for me, right, which is right here, I could sit here and read it, but after that happens, what can I do? I can recommend certain products based on what's written. So it says here, ecdysteroids, natural compounds, can be found in various plants and insects, have gained attention for their potential benefits in blood sugar control. There you go. These compounds have been found in promising effects, insulin sensitivity, whatever, all right, so that it works. So basically it's saying it kind of works, right? I could say here, right, alternatively, if you're not ready to take ecdysteroids, here are some supplements that can help control your glucose levels. And of course, I wrote this terribly, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the AI improve my text. It'll improve my spelling, it'll improve my grammar, everything that's needed, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in now my products that I can sell. And in my case, I already have products that I am selling, right? So I can click empty block, and I can go then to my store, right? My store widget here, and I can grab my store widget, and then I could select what products I want to sell, right? And specifically, I could select like this supplement here. I'll sell it, and then what will happen is customers will be reading the content, they'll see the products. So here in this video, guys, not only are you maximizing your AdSense, right, but you're also creating sales from either affiliate or things that you own. Something that I do want to add is when you add in products, a lot of people might be scared to do so, but that actually helps your AdSense. And the reason why is because when people advertise on AdSense, you are allowed to, as an advertiser, and I know this because I'm an advertiser, when you advertise on AdSense for certain products, you are allowed to search certain sites, put them into your AdSense network that you can advertise to, and you can see websites that are actively selling products. Now, what smart advertisers do is they already know those sites are selling products, they know they're profitable, and they know their readers are money-making readers. So what do? They advertise to those specific sites, and it increases the value of the sites that have the products on them. Now, why do they do that? Well, it's obvious. You want to convert a customer. You don't want to just you don't want to just pay for ads for blank readers. You want to convert customers. And guess what? Advertisers pay much more for that. So your CPM, let's just say, is normally $5.93, right? I'm just throwing a number out there. It could end up being $15, $16, $25 simply because you have now started selling products on the website. The products have propagated for long enough time to acquire certain keyword results within Google's search repertoire. People are searching for your specific sites. They find them, and they add them into their ad networks. And guess what? They have to compete for specificity, right? When you're an advertiser and you add a certain site, you're decreasing your audience size, which makes things more specific, which increases costs. You do that, you're paying more for the ad, and the blog website owner makes more money. So all of these things, guys, these are the tricks to the trade. Like I said, a lot of people know a lot about generating traffic. There's content about that all the time. And I was starting to really make content on that and teach you guys like GPT stuff. But let's face it, there's hundreds of people doing the exact same thing. And you guys can get that information from anywhere, but you can't get this information. I could promise you there's a lot of people that don't know how to monetize, not to save their life. So I'm going to show you the real game, how to monetize properly, and this is just one video of many. All right, guys? So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll leave Rocket Web Builder in the description if you want to start building sites. I recommend, if you're going to start and you've never built a blog before, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's your first site. Start with the Bloggers plan, the cheapest plan. Start getting content up there. Once you got enough content, the traffic's rolling in, that's when you upgrade. And I recommend go straight to this plan. You go straight to this plan. You can add more than one website into the blog, and that's assuming if you're serious, obviously. And it actually saves you money because you could have 3 websites plus 30 funnels. In a next video, I'll explain why it's important for blogs to have funnels, and that separates the amateurs from the experts. All right? Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you soon.